All right. Hello. Welcome back to another video here. So today we are doing. I'm covering another monthly channel update. Obviously, this time around at November of 2025. I've been liking doing these every month. I will say the last couple have been a bit longer than I have intended them to be. So I'm gonna try and make this one a little shorter. Although I do have some, it's more of a continuation of some changes that have been made. So we'll cover those in just a moment. But firstly, let's jump into it. So channel overview. Um, I mean, still this. I don't like it's crazy. Like just thinking about like this part of the year last year versus now. Like I don't know. I this is sort of the slower period. At least it was last year for my channel. Um, but specifically like Dokkan. Like Dokkan, I mean Dokkan's the main thing I'm doing right now, I suppose. But I mean this is the slow part of the year for Dokkan. That being said, it is a pretty. We have a lot of hype stuff going on. And still, point being, I've seen a lot more growth than I thought I would have in this period initially. So I am thankful for that. Um, and I've still been on that grind, right? So I am now nearly up to 1,550 uploads as well. Like, and I'm nearly up to 600 subs. Like, I don't know. It's just so crazy because I mean, any bit of growth is I'm thankful for, but just especially this last several few months or so, I mean, at least comparatively to like this time last year or like the start of this year, especially considering like it was the 10th anniversary. Like, I don't know. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being on this journey with me, essentially. But yeah, so what I was saying for uploads, last time I did this. Now, to be fair, I haven't been. I suppose I've been relatively consistent with it. I think I did it a couple days late last time. This is a couple days later than I initially would have planned for. This time around too. Only like 2 days though. But I've gotten nearly like 100 more uploads than what I had last year. Not last year, last month. So I've certainly I've been on that grind, right? I there were several times, and sometimes there are still times where I only put out like one thing a day, but I've been continuing the daily streak since May of last year, and it's gonna keep going. Well, I mean, I wasn't just uploading in general, but still, I've been doing like at least 2, 3 uploads per day recently, sometimes up to like 4. We even had like a couple of like 5 days, I think. So I've been on that grind, and I plan to keep it going, right? So Dokkan, we're starting out with. So when I was recording this last time, we knew that there was going to be a producer letter soon. We did not know the details of it, obviously. However, I mean, it's been a month. So in the aftermath, I mean, we've had mini Forku, we've had the manga characters, we've had Goma, all sort of in the wake of that. I mean, it all came from the same producer letter essentially. I mean, Goma wasn't revealed then, obviously, but I mean, it was pretty obvious that he was coming as a Part 2 LR, I'd say, at that point. Um, so, I mean, this has been a very hype part of the year, considering it's usually a pretty quiet part of the year. Now, to be fair, Goma did come out, what, like a week and a half ago or something at this point, and we still haven't gotten any new characters. We're not getting any for the rest of this. Well, yeah, for the rest of this week. I mean, I suppose we are moving into a new week in a couple of days here, and maybe we'll get some characters. Well, we should, because there should be a new Dokkan Fest 2R coming on the 28th, like releasing. So we should only be a few days out from learning stuff, but certainly, uh, there haven't been as many characters since Goma, so I guess we are in a bit of a slow period currently. But at least comparatively to how November usually operates for at least JP Dokkan, like it has been very hype, right? Now I do think the hype is not over. Personally, I think there's evidence, and I made a video over it, suggesting that the next Dokkan Fest TUR is likely Daima related as well. That's coming out on the 28th. And then I do think it's possible that the Carnival LR coming out around like December 13th or so could potentially, I know this sounds crazy, but be Kid Buu. So I go over a lot of that in that video. I could link that, I suppose, in this. Although, I don't know. I think people who have seen that have who wanted to see that have already seen that. So I'm pretty hyped though, for sure. Now leading up to the 11th, I mean I had this last year. Not last year, excuse me, last month. I don't know why I keep saying last year. Um, I mean this is the slower part of the year. I've been able to maintain several uploads per day. Specifically for Dokkan, I've done at least 1 to 2 uploads per day. I mean sometimes there've been a couple more. I have, branched out and done like more discussion type videos, like with the teasers and what I think about upcoming celebrations and stuff like that. I used to do more like just pure gameplay stuff. I do like just doing. I like doing the gameplay stuff. I also like doing this sort of discussion stuff. I've been doing more of recently. So whenever there's stuff to talk about, I probably will. It's just I don't want to talk about just nothing for the sake of talking, right? So we'll see. Whenever there's more stuff I feel like talking about, I will. Like I am actually interested in at some point. I think I'll probably look more into doing this around like January because I do expect. I mean that month leading up to 11th, there's usually like nothing releasing at all. I probably will in that sort of time. Maybe look into doing some like because I've never done any like my favorite like banner unit ever sort of thing, right? And I think that could be some fun sort of videos to record at some point. So, and I have an idea of some of those, but you know, I don't know. It would be nice leading up to 11th anniversary, I think. So I will probably do some more stuff like that around then. But at least for now, uh, until there's more to discuss, we're doing more gameplay focused stuff right now, I guess. So shorts. Um, I have been doing these, and it's mostly been like highlights of like the stacking videos. I have had some like moments from some other videos, like the Diamond 4Q reaction, the producer letter, right? Or like when my fucking dodge characters just won't dodge whatsoever. I made that a short. So I've done some other stuff too. I do plan to do some other stuff. I I'm going to continue doing shorts. I did say with the last one that it was going to be a bit of an experiment. I think I'm going to continue. As well as I do plan and adding more stuff to the type of shorts that I make at some point. Although I'm not sure exactly. I have some ideas, but I need to put more some put some more thought into it all, right? Because I just want to get my main priority right now has been getting the stacking highlights out for all the older quote unquote videos I've done for stacking characters, just to make sure that anyone that like just to get the highlight parts out for everything that I think is still good. Like there's a lot of characters I think I need to revisit. But there's also I mean with the manga characters right now and like I need to do some like the defense stacking for like AGL Kid Gohan and there's just always so much stacking to do, right? But yeah, so I will expand that at some point, but right now I just want to focus on the stacking highlights mainly with some stuff in between. This is like I said, continue on of some change. So I I mean this does coincide with the Dokkan shorts where I was like, okay, it'll be a little bit of an experiment. Oh, wrong, my bad. So I think at this point, so I did run that sort of experiment that I wanted to do Siege and Dokkan shorts at the same time and see how I thought of it, just to sort of like reduce the amount I was playing Siege because I was really starting to not enjoy it as much. And this is an issue that a lot of people have had with Dokkan in the community, where they haven't been enjoying the game as much, and they've still forced themselves to play. And I think that's just such a bad, unhealthy thing to do. I really do. If I ever get to the point where I'm not enjoying Dokkan or Genshin or something, right? I just won't record it. I just won't play it. That's always how I've been. It's a game. It's meant for fun. So I don't get why people force themselves to play one. They don't find fun, right? I don't get it. But anyway, so Siege, I think the game personally, I mean it. I feel like we've all seen the writing on the wall for a while, but like it's still been declining. Unfortunately, I really don't want it to, but I think I need to take a break from the game for a while. I am interested in getting back into it and doing shorts again at some point for it. But I need to wait a while, take a break from it before I get back into it. I think I'm not sure how long said break will be. I'm not sure when I will return to doing shorts. I do eventually think I will, but I just I don't know. Siege, it's just I really because Siege being like a tactical shooter in the way that it is, like this is like a game I really really enjoy. I've been playing it for years off and on, and I mean I hate what's happened to it. So I don't know. I'm gonna take a break and hopefully they make a better, or I just want to play it some more. We'll see. But it is I'm taking a break from it on the channel currently. Okay, next, Sparking Zero. Same sort of deal as last time. Silksong is a very long game, longer than I even anticipated it would be. I do still plan to get back to the story mode for this game, but I do still want to finish Silksong first. And honestly, I'm not even sure I'm really close. I mean, I may very well have another month or so of playing Silksong, I feel, based off of how I do like the episodes, right? Which I've been doing, and I suppose being, well, I guess Silksong's the last game, but yeah, we'll go over Silksong in a moment, I suppose. But yeah, I will get back into the story mode. I did want to, um, before I did start, and then Silksong came out, and I wanted to record that, so I will return to the Sparking whenever Silksong's done, to do like the story mode and such. And also, I suppose that may work out the timing very well, because they did talk about revealing details for more like DLCs coming. I think in like January, probably at the big stage. We'll see though. But that could be interesting if they're planning on releasing more DLC soon, and that coincides with when I want to return to the game anyway. So could be hype. We'll see. Next, Genshin. Once again, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I had not recorded as much on it recently, although over the last week and a half or so, I've definitely been getting back into it. I think how I'm gonna handle Genshin is so part of what I think got threw me off of recording before was simply I just wasn't sure how to handle the content in the sense that it's like okay, they do like 3 buffs. It's like how do I don't want to like drop them all in the same day and then there's nothing to put up for like 2 weeks, right? So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to handle it, and I think in general, how I'm going to handle it is this: is I'm just going to make a new video on something every other day. So if there is something to record at least. So I tried out Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I tried out the buffs for Dabura. Next, I want to try out some nerfs. I might do like Super Saiyan 3 Goku or like Frieza. I'm not sure who I'll do next, but essentially, I'm just going to do one sort of character focus every other day, probably. When there's other stuff like the developer letters or Squadra Talk stuff to cover, I'll cover that. But for now, at least, that is my sort of idea. And if I finish it up and it's before more stuff comes, then there'll just be a bit of a lull period between the next section release. Or if I don't finish it up right, and it goes into the next release, then I'll still finish the stuff that I hadn't first, and then get into the new stuff, right? I don't know. I was just unsure how I wanted to do it all because I don't want to just like spam out like 8 videos in a day. Like I don't know. That's quite a bit. So I mean, some people they can do all that, but I feel like I already do a lot of content as is, as I pointed out earlier. I mean, I got like 100 extra uploads within the last month or so. So I don't know. I like keeping a little bit of a sort of schedule oriented style to my uploading. So yeah, every other day. So I'll have another one out tomorrow. Like I said, I'll probably be trying out a nerf. We'll see though. I still think the way they're releasing characters is pretty bad. They have made some improvements, but it's I figured we should be cautious, and sure enough, the way they implemented the new system, like if you weren't at the breakpoints before, you're just kind of screwed, and that's stupid as hell. So yeah, they do need to improve that still. But season 2 is hype. I've been really enjoying season 2. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has been a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna keep playing the game. So all right, but onto League here. I don't know. Like I actually have been playing more Arena recently. I will say, I suppose that is fair. There has been a lot going on for games these last couple months for me in general. But I have actually been starting to get back into Arena on my own, and I have started to sort of like save some games that I potentially may want to make into some videos. So I may actually look into returning to Arena at some point within the next however long. I am starting to play it some more, but I'm not at the point yet where, like I was saying before, I don't want to, get into the game, put one video out and then just like not touch it again for like 2 weeks or something, right? So I am starting to try and like get a backlog of games that I want to make into videos, and then I'll just whenever I feel like I have enough, then I'll start putting more Arena out. But I have been getting more interested into the game again. I really do like Arena, and I certainly do want to get into it before. I mean, there's still quite a while left, to be fair, right? Because it's up for a year. But I do want to get back into it before, like the very end, right? So, all right, Silk Song. So I was covering this a little bit with the why can't it Sparking Zero? There we go. So still I've been continuing on the playthrough, right? It's up to like 30 some odd episodes now. Like it's pretty crazy. I certainly did not expect it to be as long as it has, but I've been really enjoying it. And I'm still not even into Act 3. So, I mean, who knows how long the game's going to end up being, but Team Cherry, they cooked a masterpiece for sure. This is Game of the Year for me, easily. So I will continue to play through it. I'm not sure when it'll finish. But once again, I mean, when I will continue anything that's left after the game is complete, but at that point, I may think of like doing like a sort of hardcore steel soul mode or whatever. I'm not sure. But besides that, I I mean, when I finish it, I finish it. Sort of like Alien Isolation or something, right? So I don't know, but I've been really enjoying the game. I still think I have quite a bit of content to go with it, both just playing as well as obviously the YouTube videos. So it's just been so great. Silk Sun was more than worth the wait for me, I will say. So yeah, I've been doing every other day uploads. I will continue to. And that about wraps this one up. So this one went a little longer still than I do want these to. I do like these being just a little shorter idea of what to expect over the next month, but not as long as the other more recent ones that I've had. So I suppose we can wrap this one up pretty quickly. I don't like these being too long. Once again though, thank you all for your support. I don't know. I really do appreciate it. The YouTube stuff, I just have so much fun with it, and just seeing so much people vibe with it, I really do appreciate it. And seeing so many of like returning people in like the comment section and stuff, like I don't know, I really enjoy the community I've been able to start growing. I mean, it's a little one, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. I think it's it's something new for me. I mean, I haven't done a YouTube channel before or Twitch or whatever, so the seeing it all grow like this and putting all the work into it, and I don't know, I found it very rewarding. So I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I do want to end this one here. Like I said, I don't want these to be too long. They're meant to be a bit shorter. This one's already a bit longer than I've intended for them to be. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Here's to the next month of grinding, and whatever comes with it, right? But yeah, take care.